So I have a question. What's with the Winchester boys showing up in all these remakes? House of Wax 2005 stars Elisha Cuthbert, Chad Michael Murray, Jared Padalecki, Paris Hilton, Brian Van Holt, and is directed by, hold on a second, let me see if I can get this right, Jamie collet-serra, I think that's how your name's pronounced. Don't kill me if I murdered it. Please let me know down in the comments down below if I said that right. Let's start right out the gate by saying that this film is more of a reimagining than a remake. I understand sometimes that the lines between a remake and a reimagining get blurred, but this one virtually shows no resemblance to the original, minus the title and a few nods, which we will get into later. House of Wax is what a lot of people like to call road horror. What is road horror? I've always looked at it this way. You get a bunch of people, particularly 20-somethings, you put them in a car, and they stumble upon their torment. Short, sweet, and to the point. I've said this time and time again. Tension is a big part about making a great horror film. Colette does it right. Along with that, Colette brings the brutality, especially with a scene involving a baseball bat that would make Negan from The Walking Dead proud. Seriously, it gets pretty grisly. Any other One Tree Hill fans in the house? No? Just me? I'm just gonna... In all seriousness, Chad Michael Murray actually does a pretty good job as the bad boy big brother, Nick. Elisha Cuthbert, who I like in most things, may be a bit too close to a copy of Jessica Biel's character from Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2003. But she does a solid job as one of our heroes playing off the Nick character. And of course, guys, we have a few worthy moments. Being that I'm right in the middle of 7 days worth of horror reviews, it was actually pretty refreshing for me to see two completely different kinds of slasher killers in this film. Brian Van Holt is pretty convincing as villain who may or may not have a few screws loose. Speaking of villains, let's talk about Vincent. Vincent is a huge but silent killer, which is a nice contrast to the smooth but very violent Beau. The character's name Vincent is also a massive nod to the 1953 film star and horror legend Vincent Price. Finally, the bad. One of the biggest gripes that I had with this film was the CGI, which regrettably does not hold up. Spoilers for those of you that haven't seen this film, but it's been out since 2005, so you've had plenty of time to see this film. The third act of this film, more so the last 15 minutes, is a CGI fest of melting wax. Now, I can give them a little bit of credit here, because the tech that they were using back in 2005 is nowhere near to the level of the stuff that we're using to make films today. But then again, Spielberg did really make us feel that we were seeing real dinosaurs on the screen back in 1993. So, yeah. I guess I just feel cheated with all the CGI. I mean, they kept saying that everything they saw was made of real wax. And up until this point, everything they used was a practical prop. Even the roadkill pit. So, was it too much to ask to see a real building burn? In the end, guys, I'm going to have to give House of Wax 2005 a That's not necessarily a bad thing, though. I had a lot of fun with this one. Solid performances all around, and two badass killers helped create an all-new story for this 2005 remake. But an over-reliance on CGI in the third act held me back from giving this one a metal claw. Alright guys, that has been my review of House of Wax 2005. What'd you think? Let me know down in the comments down below. If you like this From the Shelf horror remake review, don't worry, I have one more ready for you. I'm going to end this 7-day horror remake series with
The Hills Have Eyes 2006.
Guys, I remember it was brutal. I can't wait to talk about it. Don't forget guys to get ready to start my Underworld retrospective series, starting with my review of
Underworld.
I'm doing all the films in that series, capping off in January with my review of Underworld Blood Wars. If you want to see those reviews and any of my future reviews, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. Also, guys, I would love it if you checked out the Metal Claw podcast with my boy Tim from the Late Reviews. We have a lot of fun talking about metal, guilty pleasures. We talk about Creed, I Drink. It gets weird. It's fun. And I appreciate it if you guys go over there and check that out. Check out my Facebook group, Blu-Tube videos, because there's a whole bunch of awesome guys over there with some kick-ass content. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Letterboxed, because you know I have them. But most importantly, guys, this has been Zack versus the Blu-ray Mountain. Stay metal, my friends.